My shirt is too bright for this, and I'm trying to ignore it by the hoodie, but it's too hot for the hoodie. Hey everyone, my name is Iris. That's my name. Today I'm teaching you how to take care of yourself because you're a dummy. That's why you clicked on this video, because you're dumb and you don't know how to take care of yourself. I'm joking. I'm just kidding. Before I get farther into this video, I'd like to thank Dossier for sponsoring this video. One of the ways that I care for myself on a daily basis is smelling how I want to smell all the time and smelling good. And Dossier has really helped me with that. Dossier makes luxury-inspired, high-quality fragrances so that you can get the scents you love at a price point that doesn't break the bank. I've worked with them before and we're here again, so I think that speaks to the quality of these. When you order from the website, your fragrance comes with a sample for you to test before opening the full-size bottle, so that if you don't like the scent, you can actually just send it right back for a full refund and try something else. Ordering scents online can be really difficult because you don't know what something's gonna smell like before you get it. Like, you might read the top notes and the middle notes and the base notes and you're like, seems good, but maybe you'll get it and you're like, this isn't for me. That's fine. Send it back, get something else. They have masculine, feminine, and unisex scents on the website, so there's really something for everyone. I have a unisex scent here called Floral Jasmine that I talked about in my last outfit video, and then here I have a new one, which is a masculine scent called Aquatic Lime, which is a bit fruitier and muskier, and I really love this one. I sprayed it on myself and I ran over to my boyfriend like, smell this, smell me now. You know, I'm all about embodying gender on this channel. I always talk about it. That's what we're all here for, is embracing ourselves, and one of the ways that I do that is with how I smell, and Dossier has helped me in that mission. So thank you again, Dossier, for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. Love working with you. Let's get back into the ways I take care of myself and how you can take care of yourself too. So when I talk about sustainability and self-care, what I'm talking about isn't being green. What I'm really talking about is practices that are feasible to repeat on a daily basis or to repeat regularly. And one of the major pieces of groundwork that I did in terms of taking care of myself was making a priorities list for my whole life, which seems like it could be big and scary, but really it was only a couple points. So this is how I prioritized my life. 1, friends. 2, creative projects. 3, mental health. And 4, grades. I have a bigger breakdown list that's for my personal use, but essentially by putting my friends and my relationships at the forefront of my life, I was able to think about all the things I have to do in a different light and prioritize in the way that fits best for me. It also gives me something to refer back to when I feel lost. Like, why am I really doing these things? And could I be doing things differently to meet my priorities? All of this is tied to how I care for myself because I respect my list of priorities. And I respect the fact that what's most important to me in my life is my friends and my relationships. And then second is all of my creative work, music, YouTube, anything that aids me in potentially being an audio engineer in the future, which is one of my potential dream jobs. I'm not even going to talk about dream jobs right now because we all know we don't dream of labor. But that's something that I really love and passionate about. And it's a job. Now that we've talked about priorities, let's talk about some specific self-care practices that I use on a daily basis. For me, routines are super important, especially in the morning and in the evening. I always do my skincare in the morning, always do it at night because it makes me feel ready for the day and it helps me wind down. And those structured pieces are really, really important to caring for myself because they are about caring for myself and caring for my skin and making me feel like emotionally ready for the day and emotionally ready to sleep. Another part about being emotionally ready to sleep is journaling for me. Let me show you my journals. These are my journals. I use Moleskine, just unlined journals. Can't see them because it's overexposed, that's fine. Don't read my personal life, please. I love these because they're small. I take them everywhere. I just write really small on them. Every night before bed, I go through all of the maybe good things that happened or the things I want to remember. And I also kind of talk out the negative things in my life just with myself. I put it on a piece of paper so that it's not just kicking around inside my head as I'm trying to fall asleep. I have dealt with insomnia. It fucking sucks so much. And I noticed that when I don't journal for a long period of time, I start to feel worse and worse and worse. And once I start again, I start to feel better. So journaling can be really, really helpful in caring for yourself and understanding yourself and your needs at any given time. Here's the next piece of advice. Get the fuck off your phone. I had this realization when I woke up, doing the thing, going on Instagram before I get out of bed, and I realized, like, wow, it is way too early in the morning for me to feel bad about myself. Like, way too early. Like, I haven't even gotten into my own life yet, and I feel bad about myself because I'm looking on Instagram. Like, stop. I strongly encourage unfollowing anyone that you don't know or don't care to see online and on social media. Even people who I do know, when I see them doing creative projects, sometimes I feel bad about myself. So it's sort of this mix of like, oh, I do want to see what you're doing, but it is like, notice how it's making me feel, and it's making me feel bad. Notice when you're feeling like that. Realize what it's related to. It's related to your phone, it's related to social media, and set it down, do something else. Try not to get caught up for hours at a time scrolling. It's just, it sucks so much. It feels so much better to go do something. So get off your phone, please. All right, next let's talk about pampering. This is what a lot of people talk about when they talk about self-care. It's about, getting in your bubble bath, putting on a face mask, whatever, painting your nails. But pampering doesn't have to be limited to like a big event. It can just be little things throughout the day that you do for yourself. And a lot of people talk about pampering in relation to self-care because it does feel really good. It's for a good reason. It feels really nice to get clean and smell nice, and I love taking showers personally because I feel like it washes away all my dread, all my negative energy, and like gets me ready for bed. I often take showers before I go to sleep, which is a daily routine thing. It's not a special thing I'm setting aside for myself. So you can just notice how things in your daily life relate to your own caring for yourself. And what I'm doing right now is an act of self-care and self-love, and I'm gonna embrace that and enjoy it. Because it's a part of everyday routine, I don't have to plan for it. I don't have to set aside hours of a day where I might feel guilty not doing something else. And it's not like I only have time for it every now and then, which oftentimes leads to you not prioritizing. It is built into my day. And that is what sustainability and self-care is all about. It's about building routines into your day that make you feel good and prioritize you and your needs. Speaking of prioritizing you and your needs, here is a huge one that a lot of people don't pay attention to, and that is sleep. For the love of God, sleep. Please. I need sleep to embrace life. I need sleep to get up in the morning and feel like I'm ready for the day. It's not an option, and it is not something that I will sacrifice for school. It is not something that I will sacrifice for a lover. It's funny because I wrote this before I had a boyfriend. And I'm reading this sentence that says, I always sleep alone in my own bed because I sleep best that way, and that's really important to me. It supersedes any temporary want because it will affect me for days if I don't sleep well. Which is true. It will affect me for days if I don't sleep well. It is important to be able to say, hey, I need to sleep alone tonight for my own sleep health. Sleep is about caring for yourself and loving yourself and recovering. It's so, so, so important. And I think that you find that once you have a really good sleep routine and schedule, it makes a huge, 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 huge difference. And as for schoolwork, yes, sometimes I sacrifice some sleep to get something done when I've left things to the last minute, which really sucks. And I'm trying to, change my behavior so that that doesn't happen as much. And when I'm prioritizing sleep, that means I have to do other things in my life to make sure that that can happen. Sometimes, a lot of the time, the world demands more from us than we are able to give. And you have to make the choice of what you're going to compromise on. Lastly, I want to mention love languages. So there are lots of quizzes online. Find out what your love language is and do that for yourself. You can do that towards yourself. Rewarding yourself is different than self-love. I think this is important to know. Rewarding yourself is like, once you get something done, you're allowed to do something else. But if it's unconditional, which love should be unconditional, it's about doing something no matter what. So if you want to take a bubble bath, you're not saying, once I get this done, I can take the bubble bath. You're saying, no matter what happens, even if I don't get this done, I take the bubble bath. That is prioritizing your own wants. These pieces of advice can't apply to every situation. Sometimes we have to do the work. We have to do the work. We can't do anything else. We're in the machine of capitalism and it's crushing us. I know this video is very much so me talking at you, but I do kind of think this subject is important. I just wanted to maybe help y'all think about the ways that you care for yourself. This helps me think about and reprioritize a little bit, because we all kind of get in a rut of behavior sometimes where we're not even thinking about what we're doing. Okay, that's it for this video. I have some really exciting videos coming. Bear with me. Wait a second. Before we go, I'm gonna thank you for 6K, because that's fucking amazing and I love you so much. That happened yesterday and I was like, thank you for being here, for staying, for finding something in my videos. I appreciate you. We all know this. I love you. We all know this. And I'll see you in the next one.